Hey, what's up, guys? Charles Van Mediva here again. I'm here with a special guest, Curtis Doss. Curtis, the boss Doss, Kinnear Real Estate. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
We're going to be kind of making light of some situations that we run across in the home buying process, huh?
Right, exactly.
And I know you've been putting folks in the homes. You've been putting people in the homes for how long, roughly?
Roughly about 13, 14 years.
13, 14 years. And we see some stuff sometimes, and you sit there and you go, what do I do with this, right?
Yeah.
Particularly what we're talking about today is you get those buyers that they just have to lowball the offer.
Right.
Right. You got the, AKA sticker price or the list price.
Right.
And you know what that house should sell for. Mm-hmm. There's other competing buyers, and then they come in and what happens? What do you see?
Well, they want to put in a low offer because their uncle, who is a mechanic in Detroit, told them that the best way to get a home in California is to put in every offer $10,000 below the asking price. But that's totally hypothetical. I'm totally making that up.
What do you do with that? What do you tell that person? Because they're not listening to you.
No. So there's a variety of things you can tell a person. It depends on the situation, depends on how adamant they are about putting in that offer.
Yeah.
So, at initial response, what I'll tell that person is I'll say, well, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I have run some comps, and I think that the value should be this,
right.
And if they're close to what the listing agent put in, I'm like, okay, looks like they're in the ballpark.
Right.
Now, if I still get some pushback, then I'll do something which I have to admit is a little bit facetious. I'll be like, okay, well, I tell you what, let's compare your comps to my comps.
Right.
So let me see what you pulled up and the comps that you ran. Yeah. Like buyers are actually running comps other than a couple of other websites that we know about, which give some very skewed comps. So I'm like, let me compare your comps to my comps.
Right.
And usually there's crickets because they haven't run comps. And they definitely haven't run comps to the level that I can run comps.
Most of the time that I've seen, you see it more on the real estate side, not so much on the lending side. Most of the time, those guys and girls, those buyers are concerned about something that payment-wise is maybe going to be $20, $30 a month.
Over a 30-year
period. And you know they're going
period.
to go spend that money at Starbucks or eating out or some splurge.
Right.
So over $20 or $30 a month, they're going to say, I don't want the house.
And miss out on their dream home.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
But people do that all the time.
Oh, they do it all the time. And the thing that I think that's kind of crazy is, so you're looking at the value of the home, and you know in a lot of situations that you have a competing offer. So you know that you're going against someone else. You've hired a professional who knows the market and knows what the price should be. And then if you want to put in an offer lower, then you're literally putting your offer at risk because now you've got other people who are probably thinking more logically along the lines of, yeah, it is worth this. But I always tell them, here's the saving grace, guys. In the contract, it states you're only going to pay that price if the home appraises at or above that value.
It's the way out.
So if it doesn't appraise at that value, if I'm wrong, if the listing agent is wrong, the appraiser is going to set the record straight.
Well, it's amazing how people will forfeit an opportunity to own their own home, sometimes their dream home, over $20, $30 a month,
$20, $30
$40 a month. And most of the time, they'll listen to somebody else.
Yeah.
Someone's telling, put in the, hey, go lowball offer. That just seems like the thing to do.
Right.
Even if the market is not dictating that. Huh?
Well, let's be real. What do buyers want?
The best deal.
What do sellers want?
The best deal. They want the most money.
And what does the best deal look like for a seller? I want the most money. What does the best deal look like for a buyer? I want to pay the least amount of money.
Right.
So when you have those two opposing sides, there tends to be a chasm there. Now, how big that chasm is depends on, of course, logic and reason and some statistics. So the numbers don't lie. I always tell people, I say, you know what, if that appraisal comes in and you were right, then guess what? You get that fantastic home at that price. If I'm right, then guess what? You're going to see that house sold, and you're going to be like, I guess it did sell at that price, and then we continue to look.
I've seen some buyers walk away from a deal, an offer, a counter offer, because they decided halfway through that the seller was being hard-nosed. Oh, they're not going to work with us, something like that, and it's almost out of spite. They just up and leave. In a counteroffer situation. Yeah,
there's a lot of emotion when it comes to a real estate transaction. What I always tell my clients is take emotion out of it. I had a transaction whereas the seller did not want to pay $500 in a home warranty. So what's the fix? We bump our offer $500. They still came back and said no. And I was like, okay, but we increased the offer by $500. So then I said, well, then I will pay for the home warranty. They came back and said, no, we don't want you to pay for the home warranty. No.
Do what you got to do to close the deal.
That would be fair to you.
That's amazing.
But we did get the deal closed. But through all the efforts, it was more of a principle thing to them than anything.
I think what I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, is buyers, you got to listen to the professional that you hired. Right?
Yeah.
You're getting paid a commission to do a good job for that buyer, to look out for them, represent them.
Right.
The fancy word, fiduciary duty to that buyer, and yet they go talking to everybody else.
Oh, I had to tell a guy one time. He says, well, I think that the price should be this. I think we should offer this. And based on my data, and I looked him dead in the eye and I said, I am not trying to be funny. I mean this from the heart. I said, I think that you got it. And I'm actually in your way. So let me get out of your way.
That's tough.
And he thought about it for a second. He says, well, no, I'm not saying that. I said, but literally, it sounds like you have all the answers. And I honestly don't know why you need me. So
there's so many voices, right? They get all this information online and talking to their best buddy at work who's a real estate expert.
Or he got his house for 0 down and he didn't use VA, and the seller paid $15,000 in closing costs, and they closed escrow in 9 days. And the home is on a cul-de-sac facing south with perfect feng shui, and all the numbers end in 8.
So they're taking that scenario and they're superimposing it on their own situation, and they think that's normal.
Right.
So in closing, guys, if you're a home buyer, what do you got to say to home buyers? What do they got to do?
Here's the thing. You always want to use a realtor. And when I say a realtor, let me just take a little time to explain the difference. When a person gets their real estate license, they are a licensed real estate agent. They become a realtor when they join the California Association of Realtors, which is part of the National Association of Realtors. And then we have a code of ethics that we adhere to that sets us apart from a real estate agent. So you want to work with a realtor, but here's the thing. If you hire that person to do that job, let them do that job. Now, if you think they're not doing the job, then don't wing it. Go find another professional realtor. Right. But to leave that transaction up to chance and to take it on yourself, I think is scary. It really is. So let them do their job. You don't go to the doctor's office and tell a brain surgeon how to do brain surgery, right?
Right, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what we do isn't brain surgery, but sometimes it can feel like it.
How does somebody get a hold of you if they want you to help them buy a home?
They can call me at 951-282-SELL, S-E-L-L, and those numbers are 951-282-7355.
I've been working with Curtis for many years now, and I got a little shameless plug here. The guy knows what he's doing. He'll take good care of you. Hey,
so
Curtis
does this
and
guy.
I will, and we hope to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next show.
All righty, see ya.